Hello players, Adam here from the Sven Co-op team with a video update for you. As you've no doubt seen from our recent news, we have a lot in store for you in version 5. If not, check out the link in the description for a juicy changelog on that. But for today I'm going to talk to you, or rather demonstrate, a new feature called Item Inventory. In the changelog I describe this feature as an item that players hold on to for trigger rules purposes, providing some side effects to the player holding it, or maybe a bit of both. Examples I noted were: a key item must be carried by a player to a locked door for it to unlock, rather than it instantly becoming unlocked the moment the key is simply touched. A bomb defuse kit has to be brought to a bomb to defuse it, or it explodes and you all die. A gas mask that can protect a player from nerve gas, but maybe only lasts for 2 minutes. Did someone say capture the flag? You that have already played or even maybe mapped for Valve's Team Fortress Classic will already be familiar with this, as it is very similar to their Item TF goal entity. Our implementation has taken a similar path, though its capabilities have been vastly expanded for what we wanted to do. Check the video description for a link if you want a full list of all the properties this entity has. No, I'm not going to talk through them all. Instead, I'll be showing you a demonstration using a test map I knocked up whilst implementing this neato feature. So let's get right on with that. So here we are in my nice little test map. It's really not much to look at. Just 24 moves for testing out this entity as I made it. First thing I should show you really is the interface. It really isn't much to look at either. We're waiting for another platform update in progress for better interfaces. Obviously I've got any items right now, so that's pretty useless. Let's walk over to that flag though to pick that up. All you've got to do is touch the item and you have it. Probably noticed the crowbar has disappeared. That's just a feature of items as well if the mapper wants them, so you can block weapons. And there we go, other players will see that I am indeed holding this flag. Now if I open the interface again, see we got the flag up there. No, there's not a picture, that's part of another update. And if you click it, it'll tell you a bit about it, not that there's anything set about the flag, so let's just get rid of it because it doesn't do anything. And in 30 seconds time that'll move back to where it began. That's in case, what's the default in case anyone throws it off a cliff or in a fire or something, make the map losable. It's grieving players. So a quick look at the booths. It's pretty obvious what they're going to do really. Go in depth into each booth. There's only 13 of them used at the moment. Flags back. So let's start with booth 1. This is the most simple, obvious purpose of this entity. Something I've wanted for a long time in Sven Co-op. Basic concept is to open that door back there, you have to have that key. But the important part is the person with the key has to open the door. It's counter to this situation, for example, in Toon Run Part 2, where a player will pick up the key in the bar after working hard to get to the key, whereas the lazy players will sit outside doing nothing in the docks, waiting for that person to get the key, and then they'll just rush off and open the door as soon as it is, leaving the hard-working players behind. So this entity pretty much combats that solution, because obviously me picking up the key, I have to bring it to the door. Can't go in there right now, so I'm going to get the key. I'm allowed through. Let's see if I drop that key. Just click drop all actually. There you go, we can't go through the door. So that's a pretty simple purpose. And again, that key will revert back. A second, there it is. This is an expansion of that idea, whereas you have to have all items from a group of items to do something, i.e. open that door. The group of items is just a name property you put on the item, in this case booth 2 keys. But if I get 2 of these keys, it's going to create a new one. You still can't go through the door, you have to have all 3 of them. So I get the 3rd one, I'm allowed in. Let's drop one of these keys. Let's see if that was the blue one. Get rid of that. And again, we're not allowed through. That's again pretty obvious. Not much to explain there. Again, I'll revert back to when I this spoof is actually the exact opposite of this one. Whereas in this one you had to have all the items to proceed. This one is you can't have any of the items to proceed. And not just all of them, a single one of them is enough to stop you. So here we have a metal detector and a door. Let's ignore the crowbar and the fact we got them because it doesn't check your weapons, just your inventory. So we walk through this. Apparently we've got no metal, and we're allowed in. And then these are all part of a group called metal items, obviously. Let's pick up the toolbox and the key. And it should not let us through. Yeah, there we go, go away. And if I drop, say, a small key, we're still not allowed through. Pick up the lantern, get into a toolbox. Nope. So let's get rid of all. No metal items on us, apparently. We're allowed in again. Again, not much to explain there, but I'm sure you talented mappers will come up with some nice purposes for all three of these. So those have all been based on trigger rules, as in the door being the trigger is not allowed to activate without passing the item rules shown. These are some simple examples of side effects items can process rather than trigger rules. Again, we borrowed some models from Team Fortress just to test this out. And I believe the pentagram was used for invulnerability in Team Fortress. So once we pick these up, or one of them, we should be invulnerable for 30 seconds. There's one effect obviously by glowing. You can't pick up one at a time, that's a collection rule property part of the item. If I stand in this fire, it's apparently the standard hurt happens, but I'm not actually losing any health, still on 100 there. So I'm aware that there's something damaging me, but I'm not actually taking any damage until the 30 seconds are up, which they are now, and the 5 minutes, so it's about that. So that's just a simple God mode item there that lasts for 30 seconds. This is a trigger hurt block, and this combines an effect and the trigger process rule. The other effect this gas mac has is that it can only be used once, so once it's been used, it's gone at the map forever. And it will protect us. Oh, it says only 3 uses there, that's wrong, there should be 1. So if we can get the mask, we can stand in this very crude looking nerve gas, and it's not doing anything to us at all. But the fire will still hurt. Lasted 30 seconds, I think. Can't see it. So it's a couple of seconds. What's the looking blade over there? Oh, it's gone. And the gas hits a lot. And that mask has also not appeared again because it's gone forever. Let's get some more health for this next part. So here we have a tank of water, and here we have tanks. Rather obvious, but these tanks will give you an extra 20 seconds on top of normal 12 seconds of breathing time before you start to drown and lose health. So you can time this if you really want to. Let's get a tank and step in. So the timer starts when you enter the water, not when you collect the item. So let's just wait here for a little bit. I believe these tanks are also only 1 use. Let this run out. Should get 12 seconds. And now we're drowning. That was obviously way more than the standard 12. And now, without the tank stepping in the water, it should only last 12 seconds this time. use that in your underwater puzzles, I guess. They can also be negative items, negative effects, sorry, as in you can collect an item that lowers the amount of time you have to breathe as well. Same with other stuff. Let's have a look at this move now. These boots let you run 3 times faster, but you lose half your friction. There's actually an engine bug which prevents this item from fully working yet. But that's why the miniguns are there, to demonstrate that the item works and the engine doesn't. If I get the boots, you don't actually run any faster. A load of friction has gone down. But if I pick up a minigun, I'm still walking at the maximum allowed speed that the player is, even though I've got this big weapon that normally slows you down. Even shooting again. Top speed. Let's wait for the boots to wear off, because I think they only lasted half a minute. There we go. And now we're back to our slow speed. We will work on a fix for that to let you run faster. You certainly have a boots, or whatever item you want to slow you down. That definitely works, as we saw with the flag way back there. These 3 pads I should explain. There's an entity called Funk Friction, which adjusts the amount of friction a player can have, and that conflicted with the items originally. These there to test that we've in fact fixed that issue. So these red blocks standing on here lowers your friction, so you bounce off the wall there. The blue one is normal, and the green one increases your friction to stick to walls as you step by them. This was just a test. There's no point showing you with that because it's not very apparent. I'll show you later with some gravity boots. That shows that they no longer conflict. Anyway, moving on. This was an issue with the collection rules in the item that one of our mappers, Ne, pointed out. He wanted an item that you could only pick up if you already had another specific item. It doesn't make very sense, just 2 coloured beans there. But the gist of this is you can't pick up the blue bean without having the red bean. So let's get the red bean. We should be able to pick up the blue bean. We can. Now we can't get the blue bean. So that was just there to test the fix I applied worked. Nothing much to show there. This one is also very obvious. Very stolen from Team Fortress Classic. More like Quake really. Refer to the model. Quad damage. So let's first hit this box. It's got 10,000 hit points. And we're doing about, well, exactly 30 damage to that. So let's get quad damage. Oh yeah, that's really going down. Screw you, box. Let's try this guy when it runs out. This is also another property of the item. You're not allowed to drop it while you have it. No, you're not allowed. Items can optionally be dropped if the mapper wants you to. So, that's actually quite a lot of damage to begin with. Let's try and lower down. So we're doing about 27 damage each there, each hit. And with the quad damage, we are doing considerably more. So it's pretty obvious that that works there. This next move, again, I think I've got the correct model for the correct effects, but that ring should make you invisible if you get it, both visually and to monsters. So this guy can obviously see us. He's trying to hit us. He's not allowed outside the move. If I get this ring, you can't see me, and neither can he. Even if you give him a hit or 2. Screw you, you can't see me. Definitely still there, you can see my decals. You so can't drop that. But as soon as it runs out, I am screwed. And he sees me again. So there you go, you can have an item that makes you invisible to both players and NPCs. This rotating blade looks pretty deadly, and it is. However, this beam will make you non-solid, or ghost-like, should I say, which means nothing can collide with you. So if I get the beam, I can walk into this blade and it does absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty sure if he tries to hit me without getting a ring... Okay, NPCs cancel you. But this blade certainly can't until the beam runs out. Beam of Insolidarity. It's worn out, so this blade should be pretty much, and it is. So let's move on. This is just a vase that you hold onto very tightly, so tightly that you won't pick it up, sorry, that you'll still have it when you respawn, either by death or by the map demanding that you respawn now, for example by that button. So to test that, let's get an item that you don't normally hold onto, like the key, and the vase, and let's respawn. There, we've lost the key, but we've kept the vase. Items by default you lose on death or respawning, so let's try it by death as well. And again we've lost a key. So let's just check that that works, which it does, but we don't need it now. And the last booth I've got here is something we've all wanted, hover boots, sort of. All these do is lower your gravity. You can also have an item that increases your gravity. Let's have some fun with that. Maybe a little bit too less. Taking a long time to float back. And these pads again are to check that the entity trigger gravity doesn't conflict with the items and that they merge together, the effects. So this blue square is normal gravity, even though we've got boots. Let's get rid of them. So we've got normal gravity here, we've got strong gravity there, I think that's double, and we've got quarter gravity on the red one. But with the boots, we're falling down faster than we did last time. So that just checks that the item and entity, the brush entity, so it does work together. That's the last of the booths I've got. If you have had a look at the properties in our changelog and you'd like to see another property tested, then write me a comment in the below, and I'll see if it's needed and knock up a little test for it. There's 11 booths left. Nothing more to show you here other than this little room over here. There's a bit of capture the flag. So again, this will ideally wait until another update in the future where we allow separate teams. You could of course have an item to declare which team you're on and have a collection rule to stop a person collecting the wrong colour flag, but for now you can just capture any flag you like. It's just to check that this sort of thing works. Can I jump over that wall? Nope, I can't because of the gravity. Another little check that we are slowed down because you can't hear the footsteps. And I've got the other flag ready. Again, shamelessly stolen the model and sound from TFC, but we're just borrowing it. We'll put them back. that's pretty much all I've got to show you here. If, again, write me a comment what you think. Check out our changelog if you haven't already. We hope to be doing more of these video broadcasts in the future, so maybe subscribe to one of us on Twitter or Facebook and see more updates from us. But for now, see you later. Thanks for watching.